coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Man, as y'all can see, I'm still messed up from last night, but it is what it is. The show must go on, man. Big love to all my dudes that pulled up on me, man. Mike T, Troy, my Big Son, Big Ricochet, and K-Rock, and Hannah, and we cannot forget Aaliyah, you dig? And Mike, Troy, my wife. Salute to y'all. Appreciate it. Had a very, very good time, man. Oh, man, listen, man, we was just talking. We talked about so much stuff last night. It just brought this up in my mind about from the time that I came into prison, you know, in 1987 to the time I got out of prison in 2020, how much the rules done changed, man. The rules in prison, especially the rules about snitching. Man, the rules about snitching have changed dramatically from when I got locked up. When I first got locked up, if you came into prison and you had told on somebody or got somebody locked up or testified on somebody, something like that, man, and they found out that, man, they was on your top. You heard me? I mean, they on your top. They trying to extort you, probably trying to do something freaky to you, trying to get money out of you, trying to, hurt you, run you in the hole, get you off the yard. They ain't want you around them because you've already displayed the ability to tell. And, dudes in the penitentiary be doing doing their thing, man. Dudes be trying to get money. Dudes be doing this, doing that, and they don't want you around them if they know that you have the capability of telling. So that was the rules when I came in, man. And it wasn't like the feds or nothing like it'd be like, what your charge is? And it was just by word of mouth. People knew. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes in the penitentiary, man, that faithfully, and when I tell you faithfully, I mean faithfully, read them newspapers every day. So if it goes on in Richmond, it goes on in 757, they get them newspapers, they read, and they look at these cases and they know, and they be like, oh, then you end up right there in the penitentiary with them. Somebody gonna know. He be like, oh man, that's that dude had the case right there. He testified on his co-defendant. Yeah, the case out there in Portsmouth. They gonna know. They just gonna know. You know what I'm saying? And then they be, because the police gonna call you by your real name. The police is gonna call you by your government name, and them dudes will see your government name in that newspaper, and they'll know that you done told, and they on your top, bro. So it was crazy, man. But like I said, I seen dudes get taken advantage of for snitching. I done seen them get beat up. I done seen them get stabbed. I done seen them get thrown off the tip. I done seen them, lose all of that over telling. Now, by the time I got out of prison, whole different ball game. Man, shoot, them juggers was coming in there, man. Before I got out, man, they telling to see who can tell the fastest, see who can tell the quickest and get the best deal. Like, what, man? They telling, bro, and there ain't no shame in their game, and it's like it really won't no consequences, It won't nobody really doing nothing to them besides talking about them, joking on them, or whatever. Now, God forbid, if you get that sack. If you get that sack in, meaning if you could get the drugs in or whatever, man, they don't care if you told on your mama. They don't care if you told on your mama if you could get that sack in. And that's real talk. They do not give a, a rat's, you did, because all the dudes want to do in there is get high. And that's sad to say when you say it like they say all the dudes, because it's not everybody, but it do, when you in there, it seems like it is everybody. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes want to get high, man. They just want to get away from the reality that is prison. So if you the one that can provide them drugs and get them drugs in on a regular basis, man, they don't care who you told on, bro. And not only do they not care who you told on, and they know you hot, you dig, they still gonna deal with you. And dudes will defend you. Dudes will, go to war for you if somebody trying to, do something to you. Because they want that sack to keep coming in. They want that to keep that drug that they savor so much to keep coming in. And if somebody putting a threat to that, then they gonna put a threat to them. And that's some real talk. I done seen dudes, get into it with other dudes over trying to run a dude off the yard because they said, oh no, he told on my homeboy. They said, man, that's on the street. That's on the streets, y'all. You gotta leave that alone, y'all. We in the penitentiary. Dude, like that's how my homeboy got in the penitentiary because he told, man, he got to go. He got to go. You know what I'm saying? And dudes be like, nah, bro, nah, that's street stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? That's street stuff, bro. But nah, bro, we up in here, we in the penitentiary, we gotta live here, we gotta survive here. That's something for your homeboy to deal with, child. Yeah. But all the time they just defending him because he get that stuff in on a regular. And dudes they giving you a soft warning, like don't mess with them, dog. We gon' you know what I'm saying? We gonna get busy over that. Cause they wanna get high, bro, and that's a main priority. A main priority up in that joint. You got dudes in there that I told you this known for telling. They get the female to bring the drugs in. They get the COs to bring the drugs in. Then when they get the COs to bring the drug in, when they finally do get tore, they tell on the COs and stuff. Yeah, just to leave to go to another compound or to get out of the hole. I done told y'all about dudes like that. They would tell on the polices and stuff. Tell who else got the drugs and go on another count and start and dudes will know that because the information came and they'll start doing the same thing over and over again. And dudes won't bother them because of the simple fact that they know they get them drugs in, bro. They know they get them drugs in, bro. They not gonna mess with them dudes and get that sack. So if you want to be a snitch, especially in VA, and you go into the penitentiary, if you get caught and you go into the penitentiary, I advise you to be able to get that sack in. If you can't get that sack in, then all bets is off. Ain't no telling what might happen to you. But if they could get that sack in, I can almost guarantee you, man, you gonna have some people that's gonna render you aid if you in trouble. You gonna have some people that's gonna come to your fence if you had to, your defense if you got to fight. You might even got some people that push that Bethlehem if you can assure them that they can get high on a regular basis, especially without paying. Oh yeah, you got some real live killers out there that'll chop something down for you. You dig? Straight up, man. It's sad, but it's like that, man. I can remember being in the pod that I was in before when I made parole, and they had a little young dude in there. Matter of fact, he slept in the second cell, and I can remember him saying one day the people that came in there asked about something, and something had happened, and they had came in there and asked about it. He ain't say nothing, and ain't nobody say nothing. So the lieutenant had left, and we was sitting at the front table, and he had called his celly over there, and he told his celly, I think his celly had did whatever it was that they was trying to find out, and he said, man, you got 30 minutes. he said, you got 30 minutes to tell them people that you did that, or I'm gonna tell them. It was like, what? He said, yeah, man. He said, man, He said, man, I got less than 35 days before I go home, man. They not gonna cross me up and mess this up. I'm gonna tell, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell though. I'm letting you know right now that I'm gonna tell it. And dude was like, man, you gonna snitch now? He said, yeah. He said, yeah, you can call it whatever you want to call it. But they looking at our cell. They said it was somebody in this cell. It ain't nobody in the cell but me and you. If you're not gonna tell them, I'm gonna tell. Man, I just remember filing that in my inventory because I'm looking at him and I'm like, bro, this just how they do. And that same dude, he had some money on the street. I think he did detailing cars or something. I mean, he had some money. And he wasn't even locked up that long, but he was letting his girlfriend move some of the money around for him to try to keep the business going while he was locked up. And you can hear him on the phone. He be having these conversations about money. No, take this out and pay that and do this and do that. And she took some money and did something with it that he didn't approve of. And he got on that phone and people could hear him too because he be just talking loud. He said, if you don't put that money back, it's the weekend, but if you don't have that money back in there by Monday evening, I'm going to send them people to your house. he said, I'm going to get you evicted. I'm going to get your kids taken away. He said, oh boy, it's terrible, man. It's just, they don't hide it no more. It's no stigma on it like it used to be. It's not no shame. That joker said, I'm going to get her kids took it. I'm going to get it evicted. And dude was like, how much money she took? Man, she walked $800. Said, you gonna do all that to the lady? He said, yeah. You know, so it's just like that's what it is now, man. That's the world, man, that we in, bro. And I remember he was saying, man, he do all this stuff for cars, and he had car dealerships down here, and he was gonna be in the area that I'm in when I came home. You know what I'm saying? Like the area I'm in now, 757. And I can remember when I came home, and I was talking to some of the dudes that was still in there. They was waiting to come home, and when I first started looking for a car, they was like, "You gonna go holler at the old boy?" You know, he said. I said, "No, sir." I said, "No, sir." But if he was doing that in there, he ain't no telling, man. No, sir, man. He a good dude. He a funny dude. But, man, I can't be around no jokers like that, man. They automatically looking to tell something, looking to go straight to the police, looking to, you know what I'm saying? And anything looks suspicious, they just gonna just start spilling the beans, man. So I don't even know how dudes like that even put themselves in a position to get in trouble. How do you even put yourself in a position to get in trouble when you willing to tell everything that's going on? And you ain't telling on yourself. Is you confessing? Is you confessing on yourself? You dig? But it is what it is, man. But these dudes that tell the thing about it that always puzzled me, always blew my mind is you get just as much the same much as time as the person you telling don't get. You did just as much the same time. You know what I'm saying? My co-defendant that told on me, bro, he did like six years. I mean, you know, if you put it in that perspective, I guess you can still say 6 years because a lot can happen. And he did like 6 years less than me. It just got out like 6 years before me. You did just 6 years. So you know what I'm saying? It just, and I know dudes, man, bro, I know dudes that done told on bros and got in the penitentiary and run into each other. Like when I first came in, dudes like that, man, the dude that told on you run to, man, dude might kill him, man. It might be, you know, it's gonna be a bad scene. I know dudes now, by the time I got out of penitentiary, dudes told on him. He done ran into the dudes, man. They let bygones be bygones, man. They like, man, yeah, I was scared, man. Yeah, man, they was telling me this and telling me that. Yeah, boo, boo, boo. And now they kicking it on the yard together. You know, they move in the same pod together. Some of them, even, I know, even moved in the cell together. And this the joker that told on you, bro. It's a joker that told on you. How could you even ever feel comfortable sleeping in the same cell with him, let alone the same block? What if he rocking you to sleep? What if he just waiting for the right moment to cut your throat? Because he know he here because of you. But I ain't see none of that happen. I ain't, if it did, it got by me. You know what I'm saying? Or it happened after I was gone. But I have seen dudes like that them befriended the joker that told on him, that them forgave him. This is the reason he in the penitentiary. You did. That's real talk, bro. That's real talk because it's just a different world. Then when you in the penitentiary, it's all about survival. You trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? You trying to survive in there. So I don't know. It's just the mindset, man. The mindset is just totally different for that type of thing than it was in the 80s, bro. It's just a different mindset, man. And like I say, dudes that get in there, be beefing with each other on the street and get in the penitentiary. I'm talking about slinging bullets at each other on the street and get in the penitentiary and and they'll be allies. You know what I'm saying? Because the enemy is greater in the penitentiary. You know? So just try to stay alive. We shoot at each other when we get back on the street. But I know you'll pop the pistol. You know I pop the pistol. So let's join forces in here and make sure that don't nobody, try to take advantage of us. That, you know what I'm saying? It be crazy work in the penitentiary, man. Crazy work, dog. You never know what to expect. But I do know that snitching thing, yeah, that did a whole 360 from the first time I came in the penitentiary till the time I left, about whole 360. Yeah, you couldn't even stay on the yard if it was known you was snitching when I first came in, to the point where by the time I left, not only could you stay on the yard, but, you could be the man on the yard. If you get that sack in on the regular, you can be the man on the yard, you dig? Because it ain't about slinging that blade or chopping nobody up if you get that sack, because somebody gonna do all that for you. You ain't gotta do it. Somebody gonna do it for you with no problem. All they want is a surety that they gonna be able to get high. And you got a nice slinging Bethlehem pusher on every compound that is also a dope fiend. But he will cut your head off. Yeah, to get a good egg or a one-on-one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so. But anyway, man, I just had that on my brain this morning, man, while I'm, recovering from last night. So I wanted to drop that on y'all just to get some material out here today. I'll be back on top of it tomorrow for sure. Yeah, and hopefully my allergies will be up off of me. My voice will be a little bit more stronger. And we're going to get back to business, man. So in the meantime, in between time, hit the hype button. Hit the like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is where we at, man. And y'all better get that membership, because if y'all seen what was going on yesterday, y'all know we partied like it's 1999 over there. You did? Yeah, straight, raw, and uncut. Peace. We got 'em.
The BANKY special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.